Hey everyone, it's Sarah and today I am back to talk about coconut perfumes. So I cannot believe it is almost the end of summer. Well, I guess we still have about a month and a half of summer left, but I can't believe that I waited so long to do a coconut video. I've got a lot of oldies, but I've got some new coconut fragrances as well. I absolutely adore coconuts. I love a green watery coconut. I love just a really realistic coconut. I love a yummy gourmand sweet coconut. Like, I love coconut any way that you can give it to me. And I've got pretty much all of those types of coconuts in my collection. This is definitely not all of the coconut fragrances that I own, but this is the majority of them. I do have more oils than what I'm gonna show, and I probably have, you know, a few here and there that I missed, but this is a lot of them. So anyways, I've got a ton. I'm gonna jump right in. Okay, let's start with some oils that I have. So I've got this one here. This is the Sage Lifestyle Onyx fragrance. So I've got it in the oil, and then I've also got it in the spray perfume. I love to layer these. Oh my gosh. This is just one of the best coconuts on the planet, in my opinion. It is the most beautiful, warm, cozy, grown-up smelling coconut. It's not juvenile smelling at all, but it's not a mature smelling coconut either. It's just very expensive smelling. It's just an amazing coconut. It's coconut and tobacco. I think it's got a little bit of Oakmoss in the base. It's kind of dark. It's really sultry smelling. It reminds me of warm, humid, tropical summer nights. It's incredible. It's one of my favorite coconut fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. It's such a good one. So that is the Sage Lifestyle Onyx. I've also heard such good things about the Onyx Peridot combination. I've had quite a few people comment every time I talk about this fragrance. I've had quite a few people comment and say that the Onyx Peridot combination is just amazing too, which I'm sure it is. I love the Sage Lifestyle. I think that these fragrances are, golly, they're chef's kiss. They're so good. Okay, next I've got a couple of oils from Kuumba Made, which I love Kuumba Made's coconut. I love Kuumba Made oils, period. They're so good, but they make some great coconut fragrances. I think I've got Black Copium as well, which I also think has some coconut in it, but I didn't pull it for whatever reason. But the first Kuumba Made that I have is called Creamy Coconut, and this is beautiful. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's just a creamy coconut that isn't super gourmand leaning. It's not overly sweet. It's just this gorgeous, creamy coconut. It's a pretty simple fragrance, but it's amazing. This is great to have to layer any coconut fragrance over, to kind of extend the wear time of any coconut fragrance. It'll layer with anything. It's such a good one. So that is Creamy Coconut. And then I've got Black Coconut, which I also love. Black Coconut, this really is like a dark resinous coconut. I'm gonna have to put this one on my skin too. Yeah, it's like a dark resinous coconut. This one to me is not safe. I don't think that everybody would love this one. It's almost got a slight woodiness to it. It's like a dark resinous, kind of slightly woody coconut. It's fine. This one to me is nothing special. If I were gonna get one, I would definitely go with the Creamy Coconut over the Black Coconut. The Creamy Coconut one is just perfection. This one's fine. It's, you know, it's kind of a dark coconut. It's a little bit strange, but it's fine. So anyways, that is Black Coconut. Okay, next, this is a Nest oil. This is the Nest Madagascar Vanilla Perfume Oil, and this is stunning. This is the most beautiful, like, perfumey vanilla. I absolutely love it. I don't know how I haven't gone through this little thing yet, but somehow I have not. But this, it has a gorgeous coconut in it. So this is like more of a vanilla coconut fragrance. It's really, really perfumey though, really perfumey, really warm. And the coconut is pretty subtle. It It just kind of adds a warmth and a deepness to the vanilla, but it's gorgeous. It's like a perfumey vanilla coconut fragrance. I love it. I've never really smelled anything else quite like this. It's a stunner, but this one is definitely more for cool weather. This does not hold up in the heat at all. So I never pull this out when it's warm out, because this is definitely more of a cold weather fragrance. So anyways, that is Nest Madagascar Vanilla. Okay, this next one, this is one of my most favorite coconut fragrances ever, and it's also one of my most favorite Sucreabeille fragrances. This is Sucreabeille Oddling, and oh my gosh, this is an amazing coconut. They've got Oddling and then Strangeling, which is the most gorgeous, like boozy vanilla. And the two, I mean, both of them for me are absolute must-haves. This is a must-have coconut, and Strangeling is a must-have vanilla. I love this. They use, the coconut in this is a coconut pulp CO2. And it's phenomenal. This is a very light, fresh, but sweet and creamy coconut. So it's definitely sweet and creamy, but not in a gourmand way. It's still kind of perfumey, but it's very light. It's gorgeous. This one is hard to explain. It's, I mean, it's just a coconut, but there's something about it that is so good. So anyways, that is Sucreabeille Oddling. Okay, next I've got a couple of celebrity scents. The first one I have is Sarah Jessica Parker NYC Crush. I absolutely love this. This is like a perfumey coconut cream pie. That's exactly what it smells like to me. It's like a perfumey coconut cream pie. I love these bottles too. These bottles make me so happy that you can like pull them out and see how much you have left. I've definitely not used this one as much as I have the other one. I haven't had this one for a super long time. I've had this maybe a year and a half. I need to pull it out and wear it this year. I haven't worn it this year yet, but I absolutely love it. It's like a perfumey coconut cream pie. So good. Some people don't like this. They think it smells really synthetic. I don't think it smells overly synthetic. I just think it smells delicious. And I love it because it's like kind of gourmand leaning, but still perfumey. So this one makes me feel very like put together. I don't know, I love it. So that is SJP NYC Crush. And then I've got SJP NYC Pure Crush. And this one, no, actually I've used them both about the same. This one is more of like a watery, light, kind of green coconut. Yes. This one, I need to wear this one too. This one is definitely more like watery green, fresh. It's not really sweet. It's really, really beautiful. It's light. This one is gonna pair beautifully over, I forget what that, I think it's called Soothing Coconut. It's from Goose Creek. I've got a lotion called Soothing Coconut that is so gorgeous. It's like a light, fresh, really beautiful, like soothing coconut. And that's what this is like too. So this will pair beautifully over that lotion. I definitely need to pull it out. This is beautiful. So anyways, that is SJP NYC Pure Crush. Yeah, I'm gonna leave both of those out and wear them. Okay, next I have got a Mugler fragrance. This is Mugler Alien Goddess Intense. This is a sweet white floral, jasmine, and then a beautiful warm, like dense coconut in the base. This is another one. This is kind of in the same category as the Sage Lifestyle Onyx. It's a very deep, like warm, sultry coconut. It reminds you of like humid, hot summer nights. I love it. Such a gorgeous fragrance. I like Alien Goddess Intense much better than the original Alien Goddess, because to me this one retains the alien DNA, where Alien Goddess kind of didn't smell anything like the original Alien at all. This one you can still smell the original Alien in the background, which I love. So anyways, that is Mugler Alien Goddess Intense. I have had some people ask me if I've smelled the new Alien that came out. I have not. I've got a travel spray like this in my Ulta cart. Next time I place an Ulta order, I will grab it because I'm dying to get my nose on it. Okay, next I've got a Dior fragrance. I love this perfume so much. This fragrance is such a monster. This might be one of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection. It's insane. This is Dior Caribbean Casino. And this is a mixture of Baccarat Rouge 540 and Virgin Island water from Creed. And it's gorgeous. So you get that kind of beautiful, like fuzzy, like saffron with the coconut and lime from the Virgin Island water. And you just end up with this gorgeous, like kind of like Baccarat Rouge 540 if you added coconut and lime to it. It's stunning, it's sweet, it's fluffy smelling. It's an absolute beast. You're gonna smell like this all day. I mean, all day. I adore this. This is one of my favorite perfumes that has that Baccarat Rouge 540 scent profile that I'm kind of over, but every time I smell this, I'm like, oh, this is the one that has that scent profile, but that is just, oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. So, and the coconut in this is such a beautiful, fresh, sweet, like creamy coconut. It's so good. So that is Dior Caribbean Casino, which I saw they came back out with their travel sprays, which I am so excited about. Okay, next is Laura Mercier Almond Coconut. I am obsessed with this fragrance. This is another one that, like the Sage Lifestyle Onyx, it's very elevated smelling. It's very expensive smelling. It's not, there's nothing like juvenile coconutty about this at all. This one is not sweet at all. Yeah, this is not a sweet coconut. This is a light, watery, fresh coconut and a light, powdery almond scent. The combination is phenomenal. It is so good. It reminds me of like a super expensive beach resort or something. It's amazing. Sadly, this doesn't last very long. It just doesn't perform well. So I have the Sweet Essentials Almond Coconut, or the Sweet Essentials dupe, basically. And it smells identical to it. There might be just a touch more coconut in the oil, but it smells almost identical to it. For some reason, my oil kind of started leaking recently. So I have to make sure, I have to be really careful about keeping it like upright because yeah, it's kind of leaking, but oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It smells exactly like the perfume. So I love layering these two, and if I layer them, I can get a good 6 hours or so out of the combination. Such an amazing, like grown-up coconut scent. So that is Laura Mercier Almond Coconut. Next we've got a Dior fragrance. This is Dior Dolce Vita. This is the original formulation. This is like a vintage beach kind of scent, or like kind of like a vintage beachy scent with coconut in it. But this is not a coconut fragrance. I mean, it's got coconut in it, but it's not like a coconut bomb or anything. It's like a beautiful, fresh, not sweet at all coconut. For me, this is kind of like the vintage answer to a beach fragrance, I guess. Kind of like Guerlain Nahima. Is that the one I'm thinking about? I've got it, and I can't for the life of me. I want to say it's Nahima. But yeah, it's kind of similar to that. So anyways, that is Dior Dolce Vita. Next, I've got a beloved Dreamhouse Ikiryo fragrance. This is the newest fragrance that just launched, and I am obsessed with this. I have worn this more than anything else this summer. I'm obsessed with it. This is a fragrance called Beija Flor, and this only has like 3 or I think 4 notes in it. It's honeysuckle and coconut, or coconut milk, or maybe coconut and milk. I can't totally remember. But it's like a honeysuckle and coconut fragrance. And it is fantastic. There's something kind of familiar smelling about it, but it has that Dreamhouse Ikiryo smell that all of his fragrances have, this kind of common thread that runs through all of them. And this one is no different, but this is the most beautiful, like sweet honeysuckle and coconut, like creamy coconut fragrance. But it's not a coconut bomb, and it's not, the coconut doesn't overtake the honeysuckle. In fact, it's more honeysuckle than coconut, but the coconut is just gorgeous. It's such an amazing fragrance. So anyways, that is Dreamhouse Ikiryo Beija Flor. I'm not going to talk about this one too much because you guys are going to see this in an upcoming What I Wore Last Week video. But this is the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. This is such an amazing, like beachy white floral coconut fragrance. I love it. I love this one because this one has a little bit something different in it. I get a little bit of nuttiness from this fragrance, and the older this one gets, the better it gets. It's gorgeous. It's like your typical beachy white florals, jasmine, tuberose, tiare maybe, frangipani, things like that. And then it's got the most gorgeous kind of dark coconut, and then with a hint of kind of nuttiness. It's amazing. This one usually doesn't last very long on me, but the older this one gets, the better it's starting to perform. I love it. This one's really, really good. So that is Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. Okay, this next one, I don't hear much about this fragrance, and I think it's still available, but this is a pretty underrated little fragrance in my opinion. This is a fragrance called Korloff Gold, and oh my gosh, this is another one I haven't worn at all this year, and I need to. This is another light kind of perfumey coconut. This has also got white florals in it, so it's like a white floral coconut. But this one is really light and really perfumey. It's very, very different from any of the other ones that I've talked about. This one on its own does not last very long, but if you layer this over lotion, you will get like 6-8 hours out of it. It will last forever if you layer it over lotion. I had somebody recommend layering this over the Nux oil. She said it's an amazing combination, that it lasts all day like that, and I'm sure it does. But yeah, I love this. This is the most beautiful, like perfumey coconut. This is another one that would layer really well over that Goose Creek Soothing Coconut Lotion. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's not sweet, like maybe the slightest bit sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Again, it's not a coconut bomb. It's not juvenile smelling at all. This is another one that's, you know, it's a little bit more grown up smelling, but not mature. It's just really beautiful. Really gorgeous, light, perfumey coconut fragrance. So anyways, that is Korloff Gold. Okay, next, this is a little like super cheapy gem, but I love this. This is Ocean Pacific Summer Breeze. You can pick this up at Walmart for, in fact, I think last time I saw, they had a 3-pack. They had where you could get 3 bottles. Are these 1 ounce? I don't remember. I think this is a 50 ml bottle. It might be 30 ml, but it's either a 30 ml or 50 ml bottle. But you can get this in a 3-pack, so 3 30 ml or 3 50 ml bottles for like $14.99. They're so inexpensive. This one is my favorite one. To me, this smells like, this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of smells like apple juice if you added coconut. Like a light, fresh, watery coconut in apple juice. That's exactly what it smells like. For years, I've been trying to like think about what it smells like, and that's what it smells like. It smells like apple juice with coconut in it. I love it. It's sweet and fresh and youthful smelling and bright, light, airy. It's like a juicy coconut. I love it. It's such a good one. Is it the most expensive smelling thing in the world? No, definitely not. I mean, it's like, I would say it's like spraying on a body spray as far as the smell goes. It smells like a body spray, but performs better than a body spray. I love it. I love layering it over just coconut lotions. It's super nice. For as inexpensive as it is, I really, really enjoy this one. So that is Ocean Pacific Summer Breeze. Next, this is one of my favorite coconut fragrances in my collection. This one is stunning. This is Dolce Garden from Dolce & Gabbana. And it's funny because this to me is a bottle and a name that absolutely does not match the fragrance. This is a coconut bomb. This is coconut and almond milk and some flowers, but this is very coconut heavy. This is a coconut fragrance, but this has got like almond and almond milk and coconut and some flowers. I love this one. This is another one that's like kind of a more grown-up smelling coconut. It's not a juvenile smelling coconut. It's not a beachy smelling coconut. It's not overly sweet. It's like the most beautiful, creamy, floral coconut. Creamy, fresh, floral coconut. It's stunning. This thing is an absolute beast too. This fragrance lasts forever on. You'll get a good at least 8 hours out of this. I absolutely adore this fragrance. This is another like gem. I think it's been talked about quite a bit in the past, but you don't hear much about it anymore. But man, it is one that we should not forget because it's so, so good. So anyways, that is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. And then last but not least, this is such a stunner of a fragrance. My bottle is a hot mess. Like my lid doesn't stay on. I'm missing like the ring around the neck. My bottle is so old. I think I've had this since 2012, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. I've had it forever. But this is Versace Crystal Noir, and this is another perfumey, grown-up coconut and gardenia scent. This is another one that's dark and sultry smelling. This can be worn any time of year, but I love it in the heat. There's something so gorgeous about this in the heat. But this one, it's not overly sweet. It's very grown up smelling and perfumey. The coconut in it is fresh. It's not like a creamy coconut. It's like a fresh coconut and a fresh gardenia. There are other notes in this obviously, but those are the two main notes. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, dark, perfumey coconut gardenia scent. So anyways, that is Versace, and this is an absolute beast, lasts forever. You can apply this one time in the morning and you are good for the entire day. It lasts forever, performs super well. It has been reformulated. I have no idea what the reformulations smell like. I've been meaning to pick up a bottle of the reformulated one so I can test it side by side with this. But yeah, at some point I will get around to it. So anyways, that is Versace Crystal Noir. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are a lot of the coconut fragrances in my collection. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.